I'm in my office. I'm working. It's Friday afternoon. It's probably around 1 o'clock. Okay, nothing's going on. My wife's out. She's doing her thing. I'm all alone. I hear a knock at the door. I go and there's no one there. So I go back in my office and I'm working. I program computers. I write software. So I'm sitting there and I'm doing my thing and I hear another knock and I go down and there's no one at the door. So I'm back here again and I hear a knock and it sounds like it's coming from my office wall. Well, being the EVP guy I am, I'm going, whoa, maybe something's going on here. So I say, hey, is someone trying to contact me? I said, if you are, I want you to knock 3 times. Well, I hear a knock, knock, and I think I heard a third one, I'm not sure. Hey, I ain't buying 2. I said 3. So I said, that's not good enough. I asked for 3 knocks. Well, I heard 3 knocks. I get my recorder out right away. I said, the most logical question, what do you want of me? Well, after, I don't know, a minute and a half, the voice says, turn it off. I don't know. My wife comes home. We leave town for the weekend. I got a place to be. We go down there and we party and drink beer. Sunday night we come back. Summertime, it's hot. Our air conditioner, we keep on kind of low, but it's on. So it's cool in my house. And we have 3,000 flies in my house. They're coating the windows. My wife's panicking, so I get the fly swatter. Well, we both get fly swatters, and we're swatting the hell out of it. We're killing all these flies. We go to the bathroom, we're killing the flies. Wherever there's lights on, the flies are hanging out, and we're killing them, okay? Flies are dead. Next day, next morning, it's Monday, no flies. Everything's cool. I go off to a client, no flies, everything's cool. 1 o'clock, my wife calls me. She's going to I don't know, she's going to run some errands. No flies, everything's cool. She comes back at 4 o'clock and she gives me a call on the phone. She says, you come home right now and you bring fly spray with you. Okay. So I go and I buy a couple cans of whatever it is. I come home. I got thousands of flies in my house. The windows by my front door are coated with them. I walk in, I don't know what to think. I walk into my dining room and I got flies on top of flies on top of flies. It's nuts. It's like, there's gotta be 8,000 flies. So I get out these 2 cans of spray paint, or not spray paint, I'm sorry, excuse me, fly spray. And I start like just spraying shit, and I'm just spraying and spraying and spraying, and we're doing all this. And then me and my wife leave because, we don't want to die.
When Scott first told me this story with the flies, I remember the first thing I said to him was, Scott, maybe what you need to do is go back and listen a little closer to that EVP you got or do another session to see if you can actually get the dead squirrel that's stuck in your wall, that rotted and filled up your place with flies. I was admittedly a little prejudicial when I heard the story. I, didn't give him enough credit, but I thought to myself, maybe this isn't a paranormal plague. I mean, hell, we already even have an acronym for this. A DRIW. The Drew, a dead rodent in wall.
I gotta say, there's gotta been 8 to 10,000 flies, okay? Now, 8 to 10,000, a fly takes 10 days. From the time it lays an egg till it turns into a fly, it's 10 days. That means I had to have something in my house that was big enough for 10,000 maggots. Now, there's no dead dog in my house. There's no dead possum. Even a squirrel in the wall would have been, what, 5,000? I don't know. And then, let's say it was in my wall. there had to be a hole somewhere that I didn't know about in my wall, and the flies had to line up single file and all pass through this hole in a couple hours to fill my house up with flies. That doesn't make sense.